that good music.
Yahweh International. New Foundation Production presents.
Just a little food for thought, baby. Just a little food for thought, baby. Come on. Just a little food for thought, just a little food for thought. West Side.
It's your boy Keith. Welcome to the Food for Thought show, sponsored by Yahweh International, New Foundation Productions. We just want to thank our sponsors for the continued support in our ministry and our radio shows, and just to acknowledge the hard work they do on the front lines. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about being your best you. This is something that I feel deeply that everybody really needs to listen to, because so often we get caught up with taking care of everybody else before we take care of ourselves. So often we get caught up in the world, politics, religion, just life and everything that's going on, that we forget that we're expecting everybody else to be at their best, but we're not being our best. And we're not being our best because we're too busy taking care of everybody else. Worried about everybody else's business, worried about this, worried about that. But you have dreams, you have aspirations, you have things that you want to accomplish, but somehow, some way, maybe things got off track. Somehow, some way, life interceded, and before you knew it, you were just working a job and being a provider or being a mother. Nothing's wrong with being a provider or a mother, but you're bigger than all of that. Those are just parts of your life. Today, I want to help you break through the normalcy that could be life. Anybody can get up, go to work, punch a clock, collect a check, go home, feed the kids, do the A, B, C, D's of life. But quality life, that's a whole different thing. I know people who make minimum wage, but have quality of life. And quality of life has nothing to do with money. It has to do with aspiring to be your best. And so today I'm going to take you on that journey of how to be your best. And it's not as simple as you think it may be. So I want you to sit back. I want you to get everybody out the room. You need to be in a quiet space so you can take this food for thought. And let's start with the soil. And when I say the soil, like anything that is planted, you need good soil. And sometimes in life, we're not planted in good soil. It could be from birth. It could be where we live. There are a lot of circumstances that causes us not to be planted in a good situation. And so you have to kind of look at that. You kind of got to look at your upbringing. You got to go back and look at the soil that you've been planted in from your past. From your childhood, all the way through your teen years, all the way into adulthood, the different soils you've been planted in can directly affect you being at your best. Some of that soil you've been carrying around with you for a very long time. You might have been raised in a toxic environment, and instead of growing past that, you may have moved away, but you brought the soil with you. And by bringing that soil with you, it continues to sprout bad feelings, bad memories, bad situation. It just develops weeds in your life. And that stops growth, that hinders growth, that stops you from being your best. So you got to look at the soil that you've been planted in through your life and evaluate that and leave that soil behind. You need to leave the soil from your past, and you need to plant and get new soil. And getting new soil is leaving the old behind, evaluating everything, and then starting anew so you can plant new seed in your life that can grow and be better and create great fruit. That's the first place you need to start. And that can be painful for you. You may have been trying to avoid looking at that. I'm just going to forget it. I'm just going to just tuck it deep inside and not worry about it. I'm not going to let it affect my life. But I hate to tell you, you can't hide what's inside. You can put it wherever you think you're going to put it internally and think it doesn't come back to haunt you. But all it takes is for somebody to plant something in your soil and water it, and it can grow into something bad. It could be a bad relationship. It could be a bad boss. It could be a bad family member. It could be a bad situation. And watch that sprout into something that's holding you back from being your best. That's how it always is. And you just don't look at it, but it always comes back to haunt. So I'm encouraging you to start here. This is the most important place. We're going to get rid of that bad soil in your life. We're going to start from the beginning and work your way up. Because you're assuming that maybe just because you did have a good childhood, but what people also underestimate is expectations. I know a lot of very affluent, successful people that struggle with depression because of expectations from the past. You know, sometimes it's the parents putting so much expectation on you that you got to go to college. You got to do it. They plan your life for you. You never get to meet you because you're so busy being the them that they want you to be. So now you're not the best you're the best them. That's a problem. See, the best you comes from you. It's everything inside of you that screams out, I need to be me. For me, not for you, not for everybody else, but just for me. And sometimes you got to just tell people no. Sometimes you got to stand up for you because you can't keep being what everybody wants you to be and feel like you're dying inside. So when you look at the soil, when you look at your past, when you look at the things that make you, you got to be brutally honest with yourself and ask yourself, when you look in the mirror, who am I? Am I what people wanted me to be? Am I what the school made me? Is my accomplishments defining who I am, but I'm hiding my true purpose? You know, there are a lot of people that are working jobs and not careers. There are a lot of people that are in marriages, but not married. If you understand what I'm saying, same word, maybe different intent. There are a lot of people in relationships, but not in a relation, not in a connection, not having true purpose in both of those situations. We just got to do better for ourselves and focus on happiness. How are you going to be a better you if you're not happy? Oh, I'm happy. I have everything I need. Okay, but you have everything you need, but is that based off of your true purpose? Is that based off of your true wants and needs? Okay, yeah, you went to school, got the degree, got the kids, got the husband, got the house, but still feeling lonely inside because there's a part of you that's not being fed. And only you know what that is. Is it starting your own business? Is it pursuing something you've never thought you could do? Did people tell you you can't do that? You couldn't be that? You couldn't do that? Nah, you need to be honest with yourself and say, you know what? You know what would make me happy? Maybe I might want to learn how to fly a plane. I love planes, but they said that was too dangerous. Maybe I want to learn how to line dance. It doesn't matter what it is. I want to paint. I want to draw. I want to sing. I want to do this. You got to pursue a thing in you that's given to you by God and let that lead you in the right direction. You can still have all the things you currently have as long as you're true to yourself. Because like I said, I know too many people coming home, getting up in the morning, going to work, feeding the kids, living that standard life, and they're so not true to themselves. They're not singing no more. They're not writing no more. They're not gardening no more. They're not building no more. They're not entrepreneuring no more. They're not doing nothing. They're just providing and doing whatever life says. Nah, that's not living. That's not the best you. No, we're going to dig that out. Today, we're going to start you on your journey. It's your boy, Keeks, man. We're going to do this. We're going to start you, the new you, today. The first thing we got to do is you got to give up that dirty soil. You got to let the past go. And the only way for you to release yourself from the past and to get rid of that old dirty soil that's been in your life, that you've been carrying around, that you've been replanting, is forgiveness. It's the hardest thing for anybody to do, is to forgive somebody. And it's so many reasons why it's difficult. I would say the number one reason why it's difficult is because you may still be seeing these people in your life. They may have some kind of financial impact on you. They may have some kind of spiritual impact on you. There are tons of reasons why it's hard to forgive somebody. And they could still currently be doing things that's causing you to want to not forgive. So step one, you gotta distance yourself. You gotta cut people off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta prune the tree. You gotta get rid of bad fruit in your life. Bad people, bad situation, bad investments, bad this, bad that. Look at your whole entire situation and start getting rid of stuff. You might lose 40 or 50 friends. I'm just telling you right now. You just might lose 40 or 50 friends. There's no way around it. But that's where you got to start. You got to put that work in. There's no way you can keep bad soil, bad situations, bad friends, bad things. And it means you may have to let go of something that you don't really want to let go. You may feel like you owed something. You may feel like you need something. There are tons of reasons why people don't let go. But that's what's holding you back, because you won't let go. Let go. Start over. Start anew. Start fresh. New friends, new situation, new business, new that, new everything. Let it go. This is the road to the best you possible, because now you're free. Well, not yet. We got a couple more steps to take, but you're gonna be free by the time we get done. You know, after you hear today, you're gonna be on your road. It may take you a day, a week, a month, a year. It may take you some time to do some of the things I'm asking you to do, but when it's done, you can start living life again. So we're gonna take a pause for the cause. We're gonna play some music. It's your boy Arquise and the Food for Thought Project.
Number one producer, number one DJ, number one factor. See it?
Black Eskimo on the beat. In case y'all didn't know, we all kings and queens. Oh yeah, you deserve the best. You don't never ever have to settle for less. That's all a woman needs, is to be treated like a queen. That's all a woman needs. That's all a woman needs, is to be treated like a queen. That's all we really need. Yeah. Now we God made women, He made us all queens. We the apple of His eye, we was made to survive. Now they say that big girls, they don't cry. Ladies, all we have to do is sit back and enjoy the ride, cause we all got that fire. And I know me, I can't do nothing but go higher. As far as a man concerned, I got my own earns. I know my woman's worth, and sometimes I go to church. Anything I want in life, I grab it. I done been hurt before, but I still ain't damaged. One of these days, I wanna get married. I need me a man that's somewhat old-fashioned. You can have a look to you, that's cool, but you gotta know I ain't nobody's fool. And plus you gotta love God as much as I do. And if you can't do that, go back to Sunday school, and that's my golden rule. Be treated like a queen. That's all a woman needs. That's all a woman needs, is to be treated like a queen. That's all we really need. Now to my women who ain't wifey and got their legs open, close them back, rededicate your body to Christ and put your name on the map. Yeah, I know it's hard to resist that tap, but you make him work hard to get some of that. You gotta realize that you God's very best. You a queen, not an average princess. I must confess, I used to think like the rest until I found my bad self. Now I done had my lonely moments, it was hard to see, but with patience, God created me a king. I couldn't supply all these suckers, you my only fiend. You got me now, take your bow, don't you feel proud? Now you ready to walk, see me down the aisle? You know it gotta be coming to America style. Now I'ma flip it and reverse it on you, cause my Hakeem needs some love too. What's up, boo?
That's all a woman needs, is to be treated like a queen. That's all a woman needs. That's all a woman needs, is to be treated like a queen. That's all we really need.
So who you want me to be? Jennifer, Keisha, or maybe Susie, but you bet not cheat. All you gotta do is leave your name at the beat, and I'm off duty from being lady in the streets. You were my king and we beyond this ring. You got me singing baby love like the Supreme. Every woman need a king in their life, and that's right. I'll submit to you with all of my might, and I don't have to tell you how to treat me, cause you already know. It's all about you, get ready for your show. God put us together on a spiritual level. My love for you has only developed and can only get better. Don't you feel clever? To have a queen like me way past chemistry. A woman so unique that'll sweep you off your feet, make your partner say in another life she'll be with me.
That's all you really need, huh? Be treated like a king. You gon' treat me like a queen, huh? That's all you really need. Yeah. That's all you really need. I'm all you really need, huh? Be treated like a king. You gon' treat me like a queen, huh? That's all you really need. That's all a woman needs. That's all you really need, huh? Be treated like a queen. You gon' treat me like a queen, huh? That's all a woman needs. Yeah. That's all a woman needs. I'm all you really need, huh? Be treated like a queen. You gon' treat me like a queen, huh? That's all I really need. That's all you really need, huh? You gon' treat me like a queen, huh? I'm all you really need, huh? Yeah. You gon' treat me like a queen, huh?
Yeah, it's your boy Keith in the Food for Thought show. Yeah, that was See Me, man. Kings and Queens. She's a member of Christ Size Soldiers, man, and got an EP out. You got to check it out. But just look up C and then M and E, See Me. She's on all the new Christ Size Soldier stuff, HD. Got to check her out, man. Kings and Queens. So just pick up where we left off at. Yo, look. After you've done this first part, and you've cleaned house, basically, what you want to do after that is look back and see what you were good at. Don't say I wasn't good at nothing. No, you was good at something, or something you liked, or something you were passionate about. I don't care what it is. If you liked looking at birds, if you liked traveling, whatever it is you're good at, and you're not doing it no more, you got to get back into that. And you don't got to take it all the way to being a professional. It's just about you activating this thing that's being not fed in your life. You understand what I'm saying? Something in you is not being tapped. It's not being fed because you left it in the past. And it had a purpose. You just forgot about it, left it. It wasn't important. It didn't, at the time, maybe it didn't serve a purpose that you didn't think of. But it was a part of you and you left it. I'm asking you to relook at that. It might have been a business that you wanted to start. It might have been something you were passionate about. It might have been some volunteer services. It might have been an organization you used to be a part of. But whatever it was, you have to get back to that part of you that's not being fed. And it's not even complicated. You can't look at that thing and be like, I need to be successful at it. No, you just need to start Sometimes it's baby steps. Sometimes you just gotta just ease your way into it because it could be overwhelming. It could be like, it's like working out. You can get really out of shape and then you can go in the gym and try to go all hard and hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You got to ease your way into working out. Your body is not going to let you just go off and be, Superman. It's like not when you haven't played a sport in a long time. Like for me, basketball. If I haven't played basketball in a long time and I just can't get on the court and run full. It's not happening. I got to start with some 21, some basics. I got to, I love basketball. I love it. I love golf. There's a lot of things that I love. But when I haven't done those things in a long time, I haven't fed that part of myself. Nah, it ain't going to be me out here trying to run full. That's how people get hurt, and that's a good point. When you want to do something that's a big part of you, that's why you ease into it, because you might get hurt spiritually. You might get hurt financially. You might get hurt emotionally. There's a lot of things that can happen when you just do too much. How can you get hurt spiritually, Arquise? Easy. Let's say you used to be passionate about ministry and you're in a bad situation. Lord knows I've been there. I've served in some churches that are no longer here because of things that were done in the church. And it hurts you and you don't want to serve no more. Well, you may hurt financially, over investing in something, putting money into things that haven't been proven. You didn't really come at it the right time the first time, or you had bad investors or bad situation and it broke your heart. Now you don't want to do it no more. Bad relationships, family members, you can go down the road with that. There are tons of situations where you just can't jump back into it. Recently, I jumped back into a relationship with a family member, after not speaking to that person or seeing that person after years. And that ended up being, I over invested. I should have eased my way into that, but I wanted to be, I can't say the bigger person, but I felt like I was obligated to do it. And then afterwards, I remembered why I did it, why we're distant. Sometimes you just got to love people from afar. It just is what it is, so I think that for us in our journey of being the best us, it's just being brutally honest at the same time. You got to do it, so cleaning up your past, letting go stuff, forgiving people, letting go of things, and letting go of things can be physical things too. Let me give you a good example. Just walk around your house, open up some closets, go through your clothes, look in your car's trunk, go through your garage. We hold on to so much stuff that we don't wear, don't use. We have these emotional attachments for no reason, and it's cluttering your life. Your whole place can be full of stuff that absolutely is taking up your space mentally, physically, and spiritually. It could be stuff from an ex, from a marriage, from a lost member of the family. It could be tons of stuff. You got to find an appropriate way to cleanse the physical things in your life too. Look in your yard, look in your backyard, look in your storage. Man, look in your storage. Look at the things that's cluttering your life and get rid of that stuff too. Make room for new things, new experiences. That's moving forward. That's being a better you, looking around, being able to manage your life because you've cleaned out so much crap. You're like, you can be your own public storage. You're storing everything emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You're your own worst enemy. That's the whole point. It's self-evaluation to be the best you. How are you going to be the best you if you're not the best? You're not your best friend. You can't be brutally honest with yourself. You better tell your best friend that is you about yourself. Look in the mirror and have that hard conversation like, I need to be the best me and I can't because of these things. And then be like, what we going to do about it? Well, here's what we're going to do. You got to come up with a plan and a purpose when it comes to being the best you. You can't just get out here and wing that. Who's going bye-bye? What individuals are leaving your life forever? What things and items are leaving your life forever? What relationships you need to break off and stop? Sometimes it could be a job you're working that's absolutely making you miserable. You hate it, but you gotta go. You gotta get up out of there. You start plotting and planning. Like, yo, I'm going back to school or I'm going to another job. Sometime I'm gonna take less money because it's better than taking this money right here and being miserable. I've been in that situation. Took less money and was way more happier. You know, I just had to budget, but it was better than what I was going through. That's just some of the things we got to do. We got to do that. You know what I'm saying? This is about being the best us we can be, the best you. And today is all about that. Helping you to move forward and have quality life. I know you've been watching all of these videos about suicides, and I've talked on past shows about the suicides that's going on with these very affluent people, rich people, famous people, finding out that they were not their best them. Whatever it wasn't good enough. They found out the hard way. You don't have to be living in depression, and what good is all these things if you're not happy? It's your boy Arkeese, and it's the Food for Thought show, man. We're here in the hallway of IMG Studios. They're doing some construction in my office, so we can't be in there doing it the way we normally do it, which is probably why it sounds a little different today. But we're gonna keep it pushing and keep doing what we do. You know, I want to just also take a pause for the cause for our sponsors, Yahweh International and New Foundation Productions, man. What a blessing to be a part of that family. And we're going to play some more music from See Me, man. I want you guys to really check her music out. It's your boy Arkeese.
Touch me, but can't touch me. People shooting slugs at me, but can't bust me. Never bust me. I'ma only rise up like the sun. Throw it back, showing love. Why you think I'm old gloves? I'ma be here throwing it up. If you haven't noticed, I'm a go-getter. With God on my side, I am the hope dealer. Can't you see? If the devil can't touch me, your hate won't be accomplished and unsuccessfully. Been through so much strife in my life. I ain't going down, and you know I will fight. I know who I am, who is man. You say I can, but I can't. I am with the great I am. I'm in high demand. If God is for me, I say who could be against me? If God is for me, I say who could be against me? If God is for me, he said who could be against me? If God is for me, I said who could be against me? I'm covered in his blood. I'm covered in his blood. I'm covered in his blood. Yeah, he showed me so much love. I'm covered in his blood. I'm covered in his blood. I'm covered in his blood. Yeah, he showed me so much love. With that being said, I can never be scared. The enemy's dead cause I eat my bread. Got my mind made up, I always prayed up. Today is a day that warriors rise up. When I say rise up, that means stand up. Knowing they paid the price for you to overcome, conquer, walk through it and move it. I can never go back. Can you hear my clap back? In my rap, I got authority. I'm royalty. Can't haunt me now. Satan, take a bow. And all you little haters, keep my name out your mouth. If God is for me, I say who could be against me? If God is for me, I say who could be against me? If God is for me, he said who could be against me? If God is for me, I said who could be against me? I'm covered in his blood. I'm covered in his blood. I'm covered in his blood. Yeah, he showed me so much love. I'm covered in his blood. I'm covered in his blood. I'm covered in his blood. Yeah, he showed me so much love. If God is for me, I said who could be against me? If God is for me, I said who could be against me? If God is for me, he said who could be against me? If God is for me, I said who could be against me? I'm covered in his blood. I'm covered in his blood. I'm covered in his blood. Yeah, he showed me so much love. I'm covered in his blood. I'm covered in his blood. I'm covered in his blood. Yeah, he showed me so much love. If God is for me, I said who could be against me? If God is for me, I said who could be against me? If God is for me. could be against me? If God is for me, who could be against me?
Yeah, it's your boy Keys. Oh yeah. Wow, what a powerful message. If God is for me, who could be against me? I mean, that is the epitome of my healing. You gotta understand something. Like, there's only so much you can do on your own sometimes. Sometimes you can do some things just within your own willpower, but there are some serious things that are deeply, deeply in your soul that you need an open heart surgery on spiritually. You know, you understand what I'm saying? And man, nobody's better than doing that than our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. That's for you believers, non-believers, and anybody that hear this. I'm just telling you right now, he's the way. It just, in the deepest sense of everything that I am. You know what I'm saying? We were at the homeless ministry this weekend, and these are people that have lost everything and dealing with homelessness and addiction and everything. And I've been going there once a month and ministering in music and bringing healing and hope to this population of people here in Houston. But I've been doing that for a long time, especially in California. But one thing I told them this weekend, which really made me think about today's message, is who says you don't get a restart? Who says that your addiction defines you, that your homelessness defines you, that your past defines you? Absolutely not. Every day you wake up, you get a restart. Tomorrow, I'm going to get a restart. The day after that, I'm going to get a restart. I get to restart my life every day and try to make better decisions. Try to be the best me I can possibly be. That's every day. Some days you're going to fall and need a restart the next day. It just is what it is. And for them, it's the epitome of that. Because from their perspective, you know, I've lost it all. What's the purpose? But I see hope in their eyes. You understand what I'm saying? For them to come there, that means that there's hope in their eyes. They're committed to being in an atmosphere of healing. That's why I'm so committed to them. That's why Yahweh International New Foundation Productions support what we do. You know, because too many people out here talking and not enough people out here putting in that walk. Too many civilians and not enough soldiers when it comes to bringing healing and hope. And today's message is all about that. It's all about being the best you. Being the absolutely epitome of what God's purpose and plan is for you. Not listening to everyone else around you. Not letting your current situation dictate what you're supposed to be doing and saying. It's just, you know what is the best me? Let's say you've accomplished everything that you wanted to do that society says. You went to school, you got your degree, you have your kids, you have your mate, but what's left? Oh, there's a lot left. If you think that's it for life, I got news for you. There is a gazillion things you have not experienced. There's things you haven't experienced in travel. There's things you haven't experienced in volunteering. There's things you haven't experienced in ministry or self-improvement. There's things you haven't experienced as far as your own physical health. There's life. I know people that haven't left the city they live in. It's like, that's all they know. It's like when I lived in Alaska. You know, I lived in Alaska for 19 years. And it got to a point where I almost forgot there was something outside of Anchorage, outside of Alaska. It just seemed like I was on a bubble. And sometimes you hear that same thing from people that live in islands like Hawaii. You can just kind of get insulated and forget. But I'm here to tell you right now, man, you reset tomorrow. Get up and do the things you're supposed to do, but I need you to start doing something different. For me, let's see, actually, I think I'm living my best life right now. I've committed to being a better person and doing that through a lot of the volunteerism that I'm doing, committing to my business. And when it's so hard, you just want to quit. You keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I would say my best me right now is probably my relationships. I have to tell you guys I don't talk too much about relationships because I'm right in the middle of a book. And when I get into it, I need to really be able to give you guys the quality time that it takes to talk about love and relationships. But maybe my next 2 shows, I'll need to kind of start giving you guys, leading you in the direction of where this book is going and helping you live the best you in your relationships. Because really, to be honest, that's why a lot of people aren't their best, because they're in painful relationships or relationships that are hindering them from growth. And I need to help you guys through that as well, but not today. But through today's talk, if that's an issue that you need to deal with based off of what you've heard earlier in the show, you know what you need to do. Be the best you. If being the best you means you need to step out of the situation and reevaluate some things, then it is what it is. It's always hard in the beginning to leave something that you're comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? That's all you've known. But it's time to step into your promise. It's your boy Keith, man. We're going to keep it pushing and play another song for you guys. And sit back and just take it all in, man. Take it in. All right, it's your boy Keith. Peace.
You can't stop us.
Ace Dog and AMC.
No, you can't stop us.
Holding it down. Come on.
Why you standing there, yo, like you gon' jump? You better sit down because you might get bumped, yo. We set it up because we running the game, making the change, never the same. You know the name, so what you gon' do? You gon' call up your demons and your whole whack crew. It doesn't really matter because everything I say is just chit chatter. And who you trying to impress? You need to bring it to the Father to put it all to rest, yo. There ain't no middle ground in this. You can't resist another twist. You got this, but just in case, yeah, you can name the time and even the place, yo. Because when all is said and done, you'll be riding in hell and we'll be riding with the sun.
No, you can't stop us.
Christ-sized soldiers, man.
No, you can't stop us.
Faith walking, holding it down.
No, you can't stop us.
Powered by Christ, taking over.
No, you can't stop us.
Everybody else on the other side.
No, you can't stop us.
Powered by Christ, taking over.
No, you can't stop us.
You other suckers, step aside.
No, you can't stop us.
Playtime is over.
No, you can't stop us.
Let's ride it down, baby. Come on.
No, you can't stop
Ain't
us.
no middle ground in this.
We got the pastors, the deacons, and even the church mothers. All of my sisters and all of my brothers. All of the thugs and all of the slingers. You got to find God because your life is in danger. Satan is a lie, Satan is a buster. I'm gonna take him out because he tried to take my mother. Haters under the skies, haters under your nose. I gotta tell the truth, so let the truth be told. If you on the block, let me hear you say. If you in the church, let me hear you say. If you in the clubs, let me hear you say. If you on the block, let me hear you say. If you in the church, let me hear you say. If you in the clubs, let me hear you say. Show me number one now. He is my king, he is the one. Yes, he's the father and yes, he's the son. Now I've said that, tell me what you gonna do. You need to take a breath because your face is turning blue. No denominations, no color lines. Why you hesitating? Because you running out of time. The Holy Ghost slide, the soldier shake. Turn up the beat, watch your windows break. On the block, let me hear you say. If you in the church, let me hear you say. If you in the clubs, let me hear you say. If you on the block, let me hear you say. If you in the church, let me hear you say. If you in the clubs, let me hear you say.
Yeah. It's your boy Keith one time. Yo, it's so real right now. Man, you can't stop us. I mean, what more needs to be said? Straight up. That's how I feel when it comes to being the best you. I want you guys this week to do something you've never done before. Go someplace you've never gone. Just have an experience you've never had. Build the best you possible. If you've never been to an opera, go. If you've never been to a rodeo, go. Yo, my first rodeo was off the chain. It was absolutely unbelievable. What an experience that was. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And ever since then, I've been trying to do things I've never done before. And it's been a great experience for me. I really have enjoyed some of the things that I've never done. It's making a better me. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say this next part, but I need you to listen to me. Some of y'all need to go to a new church. Some of you guys have been going to these churches that are dead. They're not doing nothing. They're the same church you've been going to. You go because it's comfortable. You know the sermon before he even gets halfway through it. You already know what he's going to say, how it's going to end. You know every song. There's no new movement in your church. Some of y'all need to change that. Some of y'all need to really evaluate your comfort in your church. The comfort should be shaking you up, making you want to grow and move. It should be a never-ending change of life when you in church. But some of these churches get real comfortable with the tithing, real comfortable with the situation, money coming in. They don't do nothing new. They feed you the same meal over and over again. And just because they put the word Jesus on it, you're supposed to accept it. I got news for you. No, you need to find a church that's on the move, that's making a difference in your community, that's out here doing something. You need to be riding with a church that rides with change. And when I say change, I mean literally whatever your block, your hood, your neighborhood, whatever area you live in, your city, your state, they need to be on the forefront. If you got a lot of issues in your area, then if your church is not one of the vocal points, one of the main people out here trying to make a difference, then what they doing? Look, church is two things, people. You want to be the best you, listen to me. It's a hospital and boot camp. It's those two things. You understand what I'm saying? We got a call coming in. I'm going to take this call. I'll be right back. Back that quick. The great thing of pushing pause on your recorder. Interesting comment from one of the people that called in. I gave a few people the phone number. And a lot of people are agreeing with what I'm saying, basically. Caller was like, you know what, Arquise, I have been stagnant. That's the word they used for a long time. Yeah, you know what? Life can get stagnant and stale if you don't do something to be the best you. Every day you get up, if you're looking in the mirror, you feel that slow loathing, that who am I? Like, is this it? Nah, it's not it. You know what I'm saying? Being the best you is finding out what makes you happy. And who cares what people think about that? Long as it's not illegal. You don't want to be doing nothing to go to jail. But you want to do something that fills your life with happiness and joy. If you want to sit on a couch and watch football, you stop watching football because your spouse didn't like you watching football, y'all got to come to a compromise. If you are a female and you like hanging out with your girls and you stop hanging out with your girls because your spouse didn't like it, y'all got to come up with a plan. And, you have to come to some compromises in your life with people in your life. Now, if they have valid reasons why you shouldn't do it, yeah, you can't watch football no more because you sit there for 8 hours and things don't get done. Then that's a problem. The things that's supposed to make you better should not make your life worse because you're doing it too much. I mean, that's something you kind of gotta understand. Nobody's going for that. So it's important that you do things within moderation, whatever it is that you're gonna do. I really appreciate everybody today, man. Know that I have love for you, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to be a voice in your life. Even today, man, I said, oh, the devil must be really mad because I came into the studio and they're doing construction. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, where's the notice? Y'all know I do a show in the evening for a reason, and of course they give me 100 excuses. So I'm in one of the conference rooms, just kind of taking a few calls from people and trying to get the show to be the best show possible. And it's funny because I really do love what I'm talking about today and giving you guys this food for thought. That's what it is, man. And being the best you means that you don't have to be agreeing with everybody too. Sometimes the best you needs to be saying no to a lot of things that people are telling you and wanting you to do. because it might not be the best situation for you. Socially, it might not be the best. You know, social pressure can make the best you say yes to things you're not with. Sometimes church, religious things going on can be in your life and making you give time and do things. I know a person that does so much at church they don't even have time for themselves. I'm serving the Lord and so religious about it. Not to say that, I wish I could go as hard as she. But at the end of the day, what I see people doing, and I know a lot of people in this situation, is people are taking advantage of her commitment to God and asking her to do everything in the universe. Now, if I can see that this person is not having quality of life because you guys are tapping her out because she's never going to tell you no, then how do you not see that? Well, God's going to bless her and blah, blah, blah. Man, I know people who do a lot of service at church and have home life. Don't let job, church, and other entities consume your life to where you're not having quality life and you're not being the best you. Come on now. You gotta look, every morning when you get up, you get a reset. When you look in that mirror, you get a reset. Just ask yourself, are you happy with the way you're living your life? Am I the best me? And if the answer is no, then you got to figure out how to be the best you and be honest about how to get there. It's your boy Keith, man. I appreciate you guys spending time with me today. Today's show's a little shorter because they're going to start doing some stuff in this room. So it's your boy, and I appreciate Yahweh International, New Foundation Productions, and just a blessing it's been. I'm going to try to slide another song in here and just leave you guys with this great music. It's your boy Keith, and it's the Food for Thought Project.
Never stop, even when they pull up with the Glock. Gun pop, real soldiers gonna see them scheming. The streets be screaming, trying to hold you back to keep you from dreaming. Be like a king, ready for the team. When the devil tries to blame, I'm coming out so clean. Head to the throne, so you might not understand. If God's not with me, then it's not part of my plan.
Your love is so outrageous, so contagious. It makes me slow down and get back to the basics. Like in 1987, playing Peekaboo. My mama had this song playing, now I remixed it for you. Growing up, I always felt your warm embrace. Heard the sweet melodies, angels singing over me. Always knew my soul you keep. That's why I listen when you speak your word. Your love has taken over me.
In you is where I find my peace. In you is where I get increase. In you is where I feel secure. In you is where I can endure. With you is where I find my peace. With you is where I can release. With you is where I find my cure. With you is where I can endure.
Cry. The fact that I'm alive, it brings tears to my eyes, cause I survived. My beauty in life is in the eye of the beholder. I thought I told ya that I'm a Christ-side soldier, which means I'll never back down. No one can take my crown. What's mine is mine, yours is yours. Can't no man shut that door. Yeah, this is what I came here for. Hut 2, 3, 4, hut 2, 3, 4.
Yo, I've been there, done that. I've had everything. Everything you want that money can bring. Yeah, fame, power, the house is in the ride. But deep inside I died, man, deep inside I died. And only you understand the way I really feel. I almost died 2 times, man, now I'm healed. Yeah, now I'm healed. It's so real. I almost died 2 times, man, and now I'm here.
In you is where I find my peace. In you is where I get increase. In you is where I feel secure. In you is where I can endure. With you is where I find my peace. With you is where I can release. With you is where I find my cure. With you is where I can endure. Your grace.
And it's the favor of the Lord. How many times did you need it when you was crying on the floor? Yeah. His love is everything you need. You might feel like you're drowning. Hold up and just breathe, yeah. It's Christ's side until I die. So just let this beat ride. Cause when I'm with you, Lord, cause when I'm with you, Lord, I'm gonna ride with you, Lord. Nothing's gonna stop my faith. And no one can take your place. Who compare? Never compare to who you are. To who you are. L to the O-V-E. He's everything you want and everything you need, yeah. I'm so glad, so very glad. Glad you're mine, glad you're mine. Let's
find my peace. In you is where I can increase. In you is where I feel secure. In you is where I can endure. With you is where I find my peace. With you is where I can release. With you is where I find my cure. With you is where I can endure. In you is where I find my peace. In you is where I can increase. In you is where I feel secure. In you is where I can endure. With you is where I find my peace. With you is where I can release. With you is where I find my cure. With you is where I can endure.
It's your boy Keith, man. Just want to thank you guys on behalf of Yahweh International New Foundation Productions. Thank you guys for sitting in with us today and being the best you. I just congratulate you guys on your new journey. Tomorrow is reset. Every day you get up, you get to reset and start anew. Be blessed, know that God loves you, and be the best you. Don't let people hold you back from your dreams, ambitions, and don't let life become so heavy that you think there's no way out. And trust in the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and He will always lead you in the right direction. It's your boy Arquise and the Food for Thought Project. I'm out.